We're talking with Trevor. Trevor, you're with Allworth Money Matters.
Hey guys, hey, thanks for having me on. And
Sure.
just want to say how much I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
I grew up in a family that really struggled financially, so for a long time I had kind of a negative relationship with money. But I think this podcast is really one of the catalysts that totally changed my perspective.
Wow.
And it's really been the highlight of my week for the past probably 10 years. So thank you guys.
Holy
Wow,
smokes.
that's the nicest compliment I've ever received.
Trevor, how old are you?
I am 39.
Oh, wow. And hey, thank you for the compliment. Look, we all have a relationship with money that, right? And I know I grew up in a family. I don't know what yours was like, Trevor, but there wasn't a lot sloshing around that place. And I know Mr. Hansen.
I had a tree trimming business. I mean, I did that too. But a paper route, not because I enjoyed delivering papers. I needed the money. There's no extra money for anything, right?
Yeah, I get it. So how can we help, Trevor?
Yeah, so I called you guys for advice a few years back. I was leaving a government job to start a small technology company. And fortunately, I'm on the opposite end of that now. So our company was just acquired by a larger company about a week ago. So
Wow.
I've come into a little bit of money. I mean, it's not tens of millions, but to me, it's a lot. So I was kind of just wanting to get your opinion on what I should do with it.
Tell us about the rest of your life.
Yeah. So quick rundown. I'm 39. My wife's 38. She has a great, stable career. We have no kids. Our financial situation between retirement savings, between IRAs, 401k, brokerage, we've got about $900,000 in equities, and this is all prior to the sale, and then about $50,000 cash. Other than that, we have no debt. We also don't own a house. I don't think I mentioned we don't have kids.
Yep.
So our life is pretty simple in that regard.
What's your wife's income?
About $130,000.
And what's your plan after this? Are you continuing on with the company? Are you going to do something different, or you don't know?
Yeah, so I'm continuing on for a while, for as long as they want me. There is a little bit of an earnout, which hopefully we get, maybe not. We'll see. So my plan is to stick around for a while, but I also kind of have the entrepreneurial bug a little bit now, so I'm kind of itching to explore some other ideas as well.
And what is your income from the job today? Not the lump sum, but the income.
It'll be about $150,000.
And how much money are you walking with pre earnout?
So pre earnout, the gross is about $1.2 million, and the majority of that is taxable capital gains.
Got it.
And will that be this year, 2025?
Yeah, unfortunately, an installment sale type of arrangement wasn't going to work, so it's all going to be just for this year.
Which is actually, I actually
anyway,
like
yeah.
that. I like that. The fact that what's the earnout look like if you hit all the numbers? And I assume it's a 24, 36 month earnout.
Yeah, it's 24, but it's kind of prorated and phased, so it's potentially up to another $1 million over the next few years.
Wow, that's a big earnout.
Yeah, it was. It's a long story, but it was the best deal for us at the time. So whether we get any of the earnout or not, it was still a good deal for us. So it was kind of
why. You've sold it at 8 times your income, which isn't bad for a company that's relatively
congrats.
new. And
good for you.
And by the way,
pretty exciting.
There's probably some big hurdles in that $1 million earnout. So swing at it, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
No, kudos to you. That's pretty. How fun is this, though?
Oh, it's so much fun. Scott and I have. We started a number of companies together. We started, I think, 5, 3 of which we talk about. Right? That's how life works. It doesn't always work. It doesn't always work. So, are you going to buy a house anytime soon?
That's a great question. So we've owned in the past, and we're kind of between houses right now. We have a tendency to not stay in one place for too long. So I think that's been the main reason. And, with having this startup the last couple of years, I just haven't had the stability. So I'm kind of on the fence. I'm not itching to buy anytime soon. Do
you think you'll start another company?
Do you believe that you'll procreate in the future?
We're not planning on it, so
Okay.
it seems unlikely. I mean, you never know, but
Okay.
it doesn't seem like it.
All right. And then, Scott, your question?
Yeah. Do you think you'll start another company?
I would like to. I've got another kind of project in the works that hopefully will go somewhere. So yeah, I'm That's my eventual goal. I think that's my longer term plan.
In this last company that you were in the ground floor, were you part of the formation of it, or did you grow it after it was? Did you join after it was formed?
Yeah, I was one of the two co-founders.
Cool.
Okay, and how did you finance this one?
It was bootstrapped.
Okay, all right, I love it. What a great
Yeah.
story.
What's your question?
Yeah, what's the question?
Yeah, so with that, just the lump sum that I got, I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. And I'm not, I've got it basically sitting in a money market right now. I'm just trying to get try to get your opinion on
If it were me,
what I should do with it.
if I were 39 again and it were me, I'd put it in treasury bills right now.
I'd do half of it.
Half in treasuries and what else?
I'd invest the other half for the long term in a direct index.
I wouldn't, because who knows what you're going to need for your next company.
I know that. That's what my thought is, though.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, it's interesting. I wasn't actually expecting you guys to go the treasury bill route. Yeah, my first instinct was kind of just, try to figure out maybe what I need to seed this other company, and then throw the rest kind of just into.
When did you start this
market,
company?
End of 2020.
Okay. So 5 years you created, in addition to making some salary, you created $1.2 million for yourself. You got another idea. Do you think this other idea is better than the previous idea?
I think it is, but I guess time will tell.
So that's so.
I mean, you're the way for true wealth is not investing in index funds or anything. It's in your own career, in your own business.
But he's got a track record now, and he can raise capital much easier this time than he would have been last time. And so, Scott, where I'm saying is, I'd sweep half, and call it long-term savings. And it's not touchable. That's for my retirement. The other half I'd leave in the game, and then anything from the earnouts I'd actually leave in the game.
Okay, yeah, and that's why I wanted to talk to you guys, because I was. Really
I'm with you on that, because you're saying instead of putting all, because things don't always work out, right?
Well, and the problem he has is that he started a company. And it's really, really difficult to go back and go to work for someone else after you've lived in that adrenaline-filled cage for a year or two or three.
Yeah. So
I just got out of a corporate meeting, and I was struggling a little bit.
You're kidding?
Try to get back into that.
I've never done that before. Oh my! We sold a company to Genworth, which was a spinoff of GE. Oh, my. I got to tell you, Trevor, it was pure pain to sit in a meeting with these guys from corporate. Oh, it was awful.
We didn't last very long.
We were there. We actually pushed our earnout forward and got out in less than a year. We were supposed to have a 2-year earnout.
I think 4 months.
Oh, it was
3-4 months.
so bad. Yeah, so I feel what you're going through.
And we didn't get a dime of the earnout, by the way.
We didn't get any of the earnout, but they were jerking us around all the way through.
Well, be careful. I think there were some NDAs or something. I know that was a long time ago, but
come after me. You think any of those people are still around?
No.
Remember they talk about their MBAs all day? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I like the idea, and I'd use a direct index.
So the idea behind this is allocate some, and I agree with Pat, allocate some portion. What of this you want to have for your long term, to increase
you and your wife?
Yeah, your base there, and then what do you want to put at risk for the next business? And whatever you're going to put at risk, I would just have it in treasuries or a money market account or
something along those
insured CDs or something.
Yeah,
not CDs.
But I would take that $600,000 and call it retirement, and I would put it either, you could fund Roth IRAs. It's do whatever you need to do on that side to make it more efficient. But the rest of it, I use direct indexing.
But if you think it's going to take more cash than that to get this thing going, or if you had the cash, you can hire some people quicker and run quicker and faster, then I would start with that number first.
That's right, and I'd use 100% of the earnout to push towards the treasuries in order to do that. But remember, it's so much easier to raise capital on your second time at bat rather than the first time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I really hadn't even thought of that. So I do have a quick question on direct indexing if you have time.
Sure.
Yes.
So I've heard you guys talk about that quite a bit, and I don't have an advisor. I've just been, managing stuff through Vanguard as the institution. And I went to Vanguard and was looking at direct indexing, and it kind of seemed like it was all through. It was all the information was for advisors. Is that something that people can directly access?
Yes.
or do
Yes,
have
you
to go
can.
through an
Yep.
advisor?
Maybe I don't know if that particular company has it for.
Yeah, but any big of the large custodians, you actually can, and they
do.
charge.
I think Schwab. Advertises it.
Yeah, and Fidelity.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate the advice.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, congrats. I
Yeah,
mean, what
congrats.
how did it feel when you took the offer from the corporate overlords?
The due diligence took so long that I think by the time it was over, it was more of a relief. But I did splurge and buy new brake pads for my 10-year-old truck.
We're gonna tell you a story though. Just so Scott and I sold this company to, like I said, it was a spinoff of GE. It was called Genworth, and it was a company that Scott and I had started and sold within like
3.5 years.
Okay, within 4 years, and it was a reverse mortgage company. It didn't have anything to do with our investment advisory firm. We just did it on the side, and it grew quite quickly. We had 200 plus employees when we sold. So we're in the room, and they're transferring money over to the accounts. And we're just state school kids, right? I mean, we're just like, we don't know what we're doing, right? The whole thing. And so these guys are sitting around this big conference room table, and they're like, they move the money over, and they're like, what are you going to do with that money? And what did you say to him, Scott?
I'm buying a new bicycle. That's all I wanted.
But
I wanted a new road bike.
Yeah, a nice bike.
A nice road bike.
A nice bike.
I want a new road bike.
And they're staring at Scott, and then they're like, they come to me, and they're go, what are you going to do with the money, Pat? I said, I'm going to get HBO and Showtime. And they just which may have been one of the reasons we didn't last long with that corporation.
Maybe the smart aleck responses given on the first, seconds after closing.
Don't do that.
At least mine was somewhat sincere.
Mine wasn't.
Have you? Do you listen to the podcast Built to Sell?
Yeah, actually, I heard about that from you guys.
How
Yeah,
I
so
built that.
Built to Sell.
Built to sell.
Built to Sell. You listen to
both of
both?
those I heard about from you guys.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
Those are fantastic.
They just did some really interesting.
It's
You haven't
called
listened to Built to
I've
Sell?
never even heard of it.
Oh, this is awesome to hear about this one. I appreciate the call.
All right, Trevor, hey,
Wish you well.
call us anytime.
No, listen to one of this guy's
Hey,
life.
call me when you start your next company. I'm interested.
This guy's life became miserable after he sold his business for millions of dollars, and he just they've got all kinds of different. They're mostly smaller businesses, about the kind of size of Trevor here. A lot of, and they talk about their process of they started the business, how they sold it, how the process went, what's life for them working like for
Are
now.
most of them happy, or
Yeah.
except for this one guy?
Oh, super interesting.
Which is why you focused on him, the unhappy person.
I listened to it several times.
Built to sell. All right.
Yeah,
Got it.
John Worlow. I actually interviewed him. The host. I'm doing a book on selling your business to private equity or private equity backed firms, and he was a good person to talk with.
Yeah. And you're still working on it?
Yeah, with Forbes Books.
Oh, how's it going?
It's going.
All right. Let me know when
I interview you.
No, don't interview me. Don't interview me.